Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. My dear student, greeting to you all. Today, inshallah, we will carry on with our unit. The name of the unit, as you can see, is called Days and Weather. This will be the second lesson. Lesson number 2. My name is teacher Inas al-Hadathi. So let's start. Bismillah. By the end of the lesson, my dear student, we will practice saying the days of the week again. They are very important. Also, we will introduce parts of the day, different parts of the day, morning, evening, night, and so on. And also we will introduce something that's called ordinal numbers. Ordinal numbers are different than cardinal numbers, and I will tell you how. Let's start. Let's start by revising what we've learned in the previous lesson. In the previous lesson, my dear student, we introduced days of the week. We practiced saying them, matching, completing. Also, we introduce AM and PM. When do I use AM and when do we use PM? Now, whenever you see this, my dear student, as you can see, this is a paper from a calendar, right? Because our unit is called Days and Weather. We are still talking about days of the week. Days of the week, okay? So let's go ahead and revise. As I told you before, I have 7 days in every week, okay? And I divided for you, as you can see to your right, 5 days. These are called weekdays or working days, because these are the days that we go to work, we go to school, okay? But the remaining 2 days, we don't. We are off work, off school, because we are in the weekends. This is, we are talking about Friday and Saturday, okay? So I have 7 days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Very good. Now, here are some of the common mistakes that are made by students when they are writing about the days or writing the days. Days of the week always start with the capital letter, okay? So this is very important. Whenever you are writing the days of the week, a day, start with the capital letter. Capital M, capital T, capital W, F, S, and so on. Make sure you are writing the first one as a capital letter. As you can see, Monday here is written with a small letter, so that's wrong. Second one, it is capital, so that will be right word. Friday and Saturday are called weekends, So this is very important. Make sure you are writing the first letter as a capital one. Now, let's complete. Days of the week. Put the days in the right order. As you can see here, I have all the days of the week in clouds, but they are not in the correct order. For instance, I have Friday, Sunday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. But they are not in the right order. Starting from the first day, what is it? What is it, my dear student? The first day is Sunday. Very good. The first day is Sunday. What's the next one? What comes after Sunday is Monday. Very good. Monday is the next day. Very good. Next, I have Tuesday. Very good. Tuesday is the next day. Next, I have Wednesday. Very good. Next, I have Thursday. Very good. Next, I have Friday. Very good. The last day is Saturday. Very good. Okay, so these are days of the week in the correct order. Now, same exercise, but now we will match. To your left, I have the number or the order. To your right, I have the days of the week. Wednesday, Saturday, Monday, Thursday, Sunday. So let's start. The first day is Sunday. Very good. Next one is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and the last one is Saturday. So let's read the days now in the correct order. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Very good, my dear student. Now, write the correct answer to complete each sentence. Now I have different sentences for you. Okay, I need to complete them with the correct answer. For example, there are space days in a week. How many days do we have, my dear students? So give me a number. How many days do we have each and every day? The answer is 7. Very good. I have 7 days each and every week. Is the first day of the week? What's the first day of the week? Now notice we use the word or the number first. It's an ordinal number. Sunday is the first day of the week. Very good. The last day of the week is what? The last day of the week is Saturday. Very good. Saturday is the last day of the week. Wednesday is what? What do you think? Is it the first, the second? No, actually, it's the 4th day of the week. Very good. Again, we used the ordinal number, 4th. Last one. My favorite day of the week is, what's your favorite day, my dear student? For me, my favorite day is Friday. So you can name your favorite day. Now, also we had before AM and PM. As I told you before, AM is used after midnight. Okay, so after 12 o'clock midnight, I'll be starting using AM. 1 a.m., 2 a.m. until we get to 12 o'clock midday, and then we will switch to PM. So 2 p.m., 5 p.m., 10 p.m. until we reach 12 midnight, and we will start using AM again. Okay, so that's the difference between AM and PM. Now, let's use the correct answer. Are we going to use AM or PM? Muhsin has cereals for breakfast. 1. Now I have time. 8 o'clock. What do you think? AM or PM? For breakfast, cereals, that will be in the morning. AM. Very good. AM. Very good. Next. I play football in the evening. That's probably 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. In the evening, we will use PM. Very good. PM. Number 3. We watched a scary movie last night. Night. Dark. That is, again, PM. Very good, my dear student. And for the last one, I got to school early every morning. Morning. School. When do we go to school? In the morning. That is AM, my dear student. Excellent. Very good. Now, for this one, we have done this one before in your books. Here I have March in 2020. Now, I have some questions below, and this is a page of the calendar. For example, use the calendar above to answer the questions. How many days are there in March? Now, let me use red so you can notice. How many days we have in March? Now, let's go ahead and look at the numbers inside the calendar, starting from number 1 till 31. So, how many days do we have in March? The answer is, I have 31 days. I have 31 days. Very good, my dear student. Next, what day of the week is March 20? Now, let's go ahead and try to find number 20 on the calendar. That's 20. So what's the day on March 20? That will be Friday. Don't forget to write the capital letter. Friday. Very good. What day of the week is March 18th? So let's go ahead. This is March 18th. What's the day? Very good. It's Wednesday. Again, don't forget to write or to start with a capital letter. Wednesday. Very good. How many Mondays are there in March? How many Mondays are there in March? Now, let's go and look at Mondays. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many Mondays do we have? I have 5 Mondays. How many Fridays are there in March? Let's go ahead again and count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 Fridays. Very good, my dear student. You were able to answer the 5 questions. Now, to your left, I have some of the activities that we often use in the morning. But to your right, some of the activities we might use in the evening. Remember, we will talk about different parts of the day, okay? To your left, we make our beds, we get dressed, we eat breakfast, we brush our teeth. All these activities, we're doing them in the morning, so that's why we are going to use AM. I brush my teeth at 6:30 AM. I make my bed at 7:30 AM. I go to school at 8:30 AM and so on. To your right, I have all the activities that we might do in the evening. We eat our dinner, we take a bath, we put on our pajamas, we play with our toys. PM, PM, PM. Okay? Now, parts of the day. As you can see to your right, I have good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And I have different, I have sun and I have a moon, okay? So these are different parts of the day. For example, in the morning, we might greet another person by saying good morning. But later that day, afternoon, good afternoon. Then later in the evening, that's probably starting from 5 o'clock, we will use good evening. And then I have good night. Let's read again, my dear student. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good evening. Good night. Good night. Very good. Now let's take them one at a time. Starting from the first one. Now look at the picture. It will help a lot. You have similar pictures in your book. This is the morning. This is the part of the day. It's in the morning. So which greeting we should use? Good morning. Very good. Good morning. Okay? Next one. Now the sun rises a little bit in the sky. So it's afternoon. Afternoon. So we will use good afternoon. Good afternoon. Very good. Next. Now the sun is about to set. It's evening. So we will use good evening. Good evening. Very good. And for the last one, it's night. We will use good night. Good night. Very good. Let's read them one more time. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good evening. Good night. Good night. Very good, my dear student. Now, as you can see, I try to give you some of the pictures of some of the activities that we do in these different parts of the day. For the first one, good morning. She is having a cup of coffee. Good morning. Next I have good afternoon. He's off to work. Good afternoon. Good evening. And the last picture, he's in bed. We might say good night. Good night. Very good. Now, what I need you to do, my dear student, is complete. I have 4 pictures with 4 phrases or 4 greetings below. Now, let's go ahead and read the greetings and then try to complete with the correct one. I have A, good morning. B, good afternoon. C, good evening. And D, good night. Now, take your time. Try to answer them. I will give you 30 seconds for this one. Try with the first picture, then the second, third, and fourth, and write the letter. Is it A, B, C, or D? Take your time. You have 30 seconds. Now, let's go with the first one. Good morning. Where do you think that picture is? Good morning. That will be this picture. Very good. A. Good morning. Very good. Excellent. Let's go with the next one. Good afternoon. Where do you think that picture is? That is B. Very good. That is B. Good afternoon. Next. What do we have? Good evening. That will be this picture. Very good. C. And for the last picture, I have good night. Very good. So here we discuss different parts of the day. Now, let's try to match. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Have the same boy, different times, 4 times, same boy doing different things, different parts of the day. Good morning, starting with the first one. That will be this one because obviously he's going to work. It's 8 o'clock a.m. So we will use good morning. Very good. For the next one, good afternoon. What do you think? These are the activities that happened after 2 o'clock. Midday, this one, he is eating lunch. Good afternoon. Excellent, excellent. For the next one, I have good evening and good night. Yes, very good. He is taking a bath at 7 p.m. Good evening. And for the last one, I have good night. He is at his bed 10 o'clock p.m. Good night. Very good, my dear student. Same one here. Complete. For the first one, good morning. Very good. She just woke up. Next one. Good afternoon. Very good, my dear student. The sun rises a little bit. Then I have good evening. They are in the park having a picnic. Excellent. And for the last one, she is getting ready to go to bed. Good night. So let's read the greetings and the parts of the day one more time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Very good, my dear student. Now, let's introduce ordinal numbers. I've been saying over and over again, first day, second day, third day. What are these, my dear student? These are called ordinal numbers. They are different than the cardinal numbers. And let me tell you why. First, second, third, and fourth. As you can see here, we formed it from the number. For first, I will write number 1 and then I will take the last 2 letters and write ST, that will be first. That's the short one. For second, I will use 2 and again the last 2 letters and D. Very good. Third, last 2 letters are D. Fourth, again, last 2 letters T and H. These are called ordinal numbers. What do we mean again by ordinal numbers and how are they different from cardinal numbers? Let me explain how. Now, look at these boys. Where are they, my dear students? They are in a race. They are racing. They are competing, right? Okay. In a race, do I say he is number 1? He is 1? No, I cannot use cardinal number because I want to know the order of the winners. So I will use cardinal numbers. First, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So the winner is the first boy. Again, ordinal numbers are used to know who's the first one. Okay, perhaps in a race, in a test. Okay, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, let me give you another example. Now, here I have different figures in a race with different colors, right? So I have a blue, I have green, I have yellow, red, right? I have purple. If I ask you, my dear student, which color arrived the first? Who's the winner? Who reached the finish line first? You will tell me the blue figure or the blue man. Blue man was the first to get there. Blue man was the first, right? The green one is the second. Okay? The purple or the pink one is the third, fourth, and so on. Okay, my dear students, so these are ordinal numbers. Now, we have the dark blue one. He wasn't very lucky. He came up last. He was the last one. Okay, now you have this in your book at page 48. I will have it zoom in a minute, but make sure you have your books ready. Let's start. Read and write. The first day of the week. Now, we combine or we join the ordinal numbers with the days of the week. The first day of the week is Sunday. So Sunday is the first day. The second day of the week is what, my dear students? The second day of the week is Monday. Very good. The third day of the week is Tuesday. Very good. Make sure you are writing. Make sure you are writing. The next day of the week is Wednesday. Wednesday is the fourth. The fifth day of the week is Thursday. The sixth day of the week is Friday. The seventh day of the week is Saturday. Very good, my dear student. Excellent. Now, below, still we are at page 48, read and match. So here I have, the month is September, but I have different days. I have Thursday 26th, Wednesday 25th, Monday 23rd, Sunday 22nd. Okay, so let's go ahead. Where's the first day among these days? It is Sunday. Sunday is the first. Notice here that we use the ordinal number, okay, first. After that, the second day is Monday. Very good, Monday. Excellent. The fourth day is Wednesday. The fifth day is Thursday. So here we use ordinal numbers to put the days in the correct order. Okay, that's why we use ordinal numbers. Now, at page 49, here I have all the greetings, parts of the day. As you can see, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. What I need you to do now, after you read with me, pay attention to the pictures and to the time or the clocks right next to it. Since we are done with our unit time, it will be easier for you now to read and tell me the time. For the first one, good morning, as you can see, I have 12 midnight until 10 a.m., right? So, good morning. We will use this greeting in this time. Next one, I have good afternoon. From 1 o'clock, most probably till 3 or maybe 4. Then I have good evening from 4 o'clock until 7 o'clock. Sometimes you can have it till 8 o'clock. We will use the greeting, good evening. And for the last one, good night, that would be from 10 p.m. till 12 midnight. Very good, my dear student. So let's try to revise what we have learned in this lesson, my dear student. In this lesson, we introduce parts of the day, different parts of the day, morning, evening, afternoon, and night. How to greet by saying good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Also, we introduce ordinal numbers, and they are different from cardinal numbers. I use cardinal numbers to count something. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 fingers. But for ordinal numbers, I use them to know the order of something or some people, okay? The boy who's wearing a green shirt is the first. He came up in this race. He was the first. He is the winner. He is the first. The second boy who's wearing blue came up second, and so on. First, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So that was my lesson, my dear student. Until I see you next time, stay safe. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.